Hi, we're the two dudes.
From the Two Dudes Drinking Podcast.
That's Sean.
That's Luke.
And this is episode
100. 100th episode, not so special.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Two dudes drinking and drink a lot of beer. Game on.
It's recording.
Welcome to Two Dudes
Drinking. 100th episode.
Comedy podcast.
Yeah.
Two lifelong friends who aren't allowed to hang out anymore.
Nope. Two dudes under quarantine.
Yep.
Yep. Hey,
Government took my lumpy away.
did you change your dick's name? Oh, right, you're in the middle. So welcome to Two Dudes Drinking, comedy podcast, like we said.
Yeah. Two lifelong friends who are not allowed to hang out at the moment.
Right. It's all just an elaborate plan, so I don't have to help you move.
Yeah. I'm under quarantine, end quote.
No, so this is our 100th episode, and man, we kept tossing ideas back and forth. I'm Luke.
Like salad. Oh, I'm Sean.
We always forget.
Yeah.
Yes, like salad. I got an idea. Save it. But we'll get to Tiger King later.
Oh, good God.
So, have you snapped a picture of our setup here?
Yeah, I got a couple, but I didn't. I don't know. For some reason, when I take pictures, it doesn't get me in the corner. So
Yeah.
that's me in the corner.
That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion. Good one, Sean.
Why did I say that? I can't remember.
Because you're in the corner of the screen. I'm in the corner of the screen. I don't know. It's even weirder because they don't know we paused for like 2 minutes.
Oh, good. Are we back on now?
Seamless. Yeah.
Oh, good.
So what were some of our ideas we had for our 100th?
Really, the ones I had was what the fuck? Sorry, my phone did something weird. Just having like a game. I don't want to say what the game is because we might do it later on down the road.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it.
I got you. You had
Trying
the
to get
idea.
lame, Yogi.
Oh yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Didn't you also have the idea to read our script?
Yeah. Now I'm kind of iffy about that.
Yeah, because now we've entered our script into some competitions, so
Yes.
fingers crossed.
Oh yeah.
Although, none of them have been canceled as far as I know. Although
That's good.
one of them sent out an email that was like, by the way, there's going to be like 1,000 like virus plague quarantine scripts coming out soon. So, yeah. Basically, they were like,
Jesus.
okay, so a bunch of movie studios are probably eating that up right now, but you're one in a million.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
But it's just a hoax, so don't need to worry about it.
Yeah. That being said, country singer Joe Diffie died from it.
I saw.
That was now, I know you're not big into country, right?
Negative.
Well, but he had like a few songs I knew I liked, and then there was more like, oh, I forgot that was him. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yeah, that's shitty. Since I was only a year older than my dad, so a little, it really fucks with my head.
It is odd.
This fake disease killed him.
Yeah, I went over to Mom and Dad's to grab something, and I told them, I was like, hey, keep your distance. Like, I'm legit exposed. Like,
yeah.
So wash your hands. Can't hug you.
Yeah. Just a high five with latex gloves, right?
Oh, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's funny. Dad was saying he's got a friend who was a real estate agent.
And me.
Kind of a what?
He's got a friend in me.
He had this friend who's like a real estate guy and kind of. The guy's kind of a wiener. He's all right, but he's kind of a wiener. And Dad said that everywhere they went, he had this little thing, hand sanitizer, and it would always offer it and stuff. And Dad was like, a little dirt will be good for you. And, I'm not worried about it. And now he's like, now I get it. Because now he's pulling a little hand sanitizer out of his pocket. And
oh yeah. Remind me off air to tell you what Brian did. I don't want to tell it on here because it's not my story.
Oh. All right, gotcha.
What happened?
I wrote that down.
Oh, okay. All I could see was you looking in the corner because the microphone's in the way.
I have just not a good setup going on right here, so
it's all good. Let's see. Okay, as a joke, I keep saying the Democrats released this disease to kill off all the elderly Republicans. I just want to see how far it will go if eventually it'll be taken seriously.
Well, Trump did call it the Democrat hoax, so
yeah.
I mean,
oh, that dumb motherfucker.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
All
right.
They're big into voter suppression. It's about time we tried it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We got a couple corrections here on Two Dudes Drinking.
Oh.
I can't remember which one it was. It was 98 or 99. We're talking about Life of Brian.
Okay.
So, Brian 98. I said that it was when Brian fell off the ledge when he was hiding on the rickety awning or whatever that is when he fell in the spaceship. I was wrong because I watched it after that.
That was when he ran up the tower.
Yeah, he ran up the incomplete stairs. Okay, number 2. Lee Greenwood is not Canadian.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. No, Dustin said he was.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I Googled it. Sorry, Dustin. He is proud to be American.
Did you email Dustin his sorry at yahoo.com and tell him, hey, dumbass?
I should have.
Lee Greenwood's blood runs red, white, and blue.
Yeah, I did text him, though, but yeah. Well, because it got twisted somehow. He was people called him a draft dodger because he was in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what somehow it turned into. Anyway.
Was he the proud to be an American?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is that the song that's...
Ooh, Montana was rocked by a large earthquake.
Montana?
My Weather Channel app just told me. Breaking news. Idaho, Montana, rocked by a large earthquake.
I didn't know there were fault lines out there. Fracking?
Yeah, probably. Shit, that matters anymore, Lumpy. Everyone's going fucking nuts.
I know, it's crazy. They're like, the world's ending, let's just...
Yeah, the planet's just going to crack in half.
Right.
And according to Guar, the world maggot is going to swim away.
Oh, okay. I picture a giant ass.
It splits in this... I like it. Some big wiener-shaped asteroid.
Ned is just very... So for the listeners here, my daughter was sitting here playing video games, and I was telling her, it's like, you're going to hear things. So
Yep.
I'm a little self-conscious, but she's going away now. Hey, brush your teeth. I know what you hear at school, and I guarantee you we were worse.
Oh, yeah. I'm holding back.
Go to bed, brush your teeth. Okay, she's gone now. We can talk about butts.
Okay, so anyway, I was on Reddit the other day. Anyway.
Could you not know? Oh, we're recording.
Yeah. And we're back!
Why do you keep coming back? I know, it's our cat. Is your toothbrush red or is your mouth bleeding?
It's still red.
Oh, gosh. Go away. Good night. I think she's trying to hear something inappropriate.
Yeah, well, she just missed it, so...
And so did
are
our
we going
listeners.
right now?
Huh?
Are we...
Yeah.
Are we going... Okay.
Yeah. We paused it to discuss
I'm gonna
something.
leave it... Now, the one I saw, it was trimmed.
Oh,
That
yeah.
makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like... Ah! Anyway.
It was like a preview.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Got him.
Anyway. Moving on.
Okay, so, did you have any more corrections?
No, that's all.
Okay, well, not so bad.
Yeah, no. I mean, well, until I keep listening, like, hey, right? Yeah, well.
Who cares?
I
I think all, like, 11
next?
of our listeners. I was going to talk about how I'm on official quarantine.
Yeah. And I'm just off work.
So, I'm on, I'm not coughing to be funny. I'm not sick either. I'm
HIV.
not doing this on purpose. I probably just need to drink more water.
Hey, Yogi.
I haven't
Probably.
talked this much in days.
Can't stand the family, huh?
Not at all. No, so I'm working from home. I've just finished my first week at home. I got a week left because there was some inadvertent contact. A coworker had inadvertent contact, and that coworker sits 4 feet away from me, so across a desk. So they sent us both home for 2 weeks.
That's good.
But I can work from home, so I'm just like, okay, it's going to be like any other day, except I'm at home. And
in your underwear.
you know what? That's actually a thing. I'm gonna actually here. I find that I am more productive when I work from home. If I get up and get dressed like a normal day.
Really?
If my kids weren't there, I wouldn't. But they're home all day too.
Yeah.
So I did work in my robe once.
How'd that work for you?
Breezy.
Nice.
Hi, Yogi.
Nice.
But it's been good. But
I've been going out to the garage in my underwear.
That's fun times.
It is. It's very, to go with what you said, it's very brisk.
Nice.
Anyway, continue.
Oh, hang on. I'm going to test something real quick.
Okay.
Okay, keep talking.
This is me talking.
Okay, we're good. Sorry, my family has a group chat that goes on for ages, and it kept... people probably heard the notifications.
Say no more.
So I was silencing. Anyway, so I am under quarantine, but I do like to go outside and get some fresh air. I maintain my social distancing, and
As you should.
went outside just to get a little bit of exercise and whatnot because it was really nice a couple days ago. And one of my neighbors is outside. And if anybody knows anything about young people buying homes, we don't do it often. And everybody who owns a home is old because none of us have any money. And they're like the last generation that could afford homes. So I'm surrounded by a bunch of boomers, and so we're easily the youngest people on our block. But
you one of them liberals?
oh yeah, I live in Yellow
you live
Springs.
in Yellow Springs. Yeah.
So, but anyway, these folks are
No, he doesn't.
giving me the look of like, oh hi, you're the new folk. So I go out, just reflex. Oh hey, how's it going? I'm Luke. And the guy sticks his hand out. I stick my hand out. It's just reflex. How you doing? Nice firm handshake. And immediately, him and I were both like, "We're not supposed to do that anymore, are we?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I told them, I was like, "Technically, I'm under quarantine, so."
Oh, dude.
And they're like, "Do you mind if we cut through your yard?" And I'm like, "Please do," because I'm sitting there thinking, you're in the age group that keeps kicking off, so
Yeah.
I felt terrible. But it's like the new normal of like just general niceties are like, you forget.
Yeah.
So, but I felt
That really
horrible.
sucks.
Dude, the look on his wife's face, she went from like, "Oh, nice to meet you," to like absolute terror. I was like, I feel so bad. I was like, you guys go right ahead, because they live directly behind us.
Yeah.
And oh man, I felt terrible. It was, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a little bit funny.
Great, the new guy fucking killed us.
It's all part of my real estate scheme. I'm going to own this whole block. Hi, how you doing? Shake a hand. Hi, how you doing? Shake a hand.
Order down in Holtzberry Corner.
So we're going to get to it towards the end of the episode, but we're going to round out this episode with instead of top 5, moments of the podcast or something actually fun, we're going to do top 5 things to do while under quarantine.
Yep.
So yeah.
Okay, so are we starting there right now?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, I got some things I got to get off my chest.
Okay.
Tiger King.
Oh, yeah.
We can't talk about it much because Sean hasn't seen it yet. But, when you finish,
Yeah.
I will set this shit up so we can record the Tiger King special. Because it's so good. It's a documentary series that me and Sarah are ready to start over and watch again.
What the fuck?
I cannot explain to you how or why it's so good. It has got to be one of the most intriguing documentaries. It's up there with, kind of similar to King of Kong.
Oh, yeah.
Where the subject matter's interesting, because it's people who own big cats and own private zoos. That's interesting.
Kind of dumb, but, what do I know?
Every personality in this thing is they're all just off. Just like King of Kong, where, there's something wrong with every single person.
Yeah.
And, every new character, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Dude, they end every episode they string you along, and then at the end of the episode they give you a sentence or a sound bite that makes you go, hold on, what the shit is going on? And then it goes, new episode starts in 5 seconds, and you look at each other, and it's 11:30 at night, and you both have to work in the morning, but you're like, we have to watch it, right? Yes, we do. Dude, it's that good. Do you know the premise?
Yeah. I saw one of the guy's rant videos, and then I saw, Lane sent me one of his music videos, but I saw a tiger.
Tiger Saw, man.
What the fuck?
By the way, it's going to be my next open mic song I learned.
Yeah, I saw part of one video where he was thinking about that woman who fed her husband to a tiger or something like that.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I like how Lane posted that.
Dude,
I meant to ask if you've watched Letterkenny yet. Anyway, what?
Have I watched it? Or Lane?
No, Lane.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, since he posted that, maybe.
He's fucking damn well better.
Yeah, by the way, the guy's also gay.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that.
With multiple husbands, at one time.
Oh, really?
And,
I didn't know it was that extreme. Holy shit.
But that's why I mentioned that when you said tossed salad, that's why I said we'll talk about Tiger King later.
Good God.
Honestly, I want to cease that conversation right now because I want the rest of it just to be a surprise. That's what I knew of it, was the guy was just a crazy gay cowboy who owned a zoo.
I mean, this is America, it just sounds normal.
Dude, I don't think there's a documentary more American than Tiger King.
Oh, good God.
It's what are you doing when we're done?
Going through
your pants.
My list. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Do me a favor and just watch the first episode.
I'll try.
But
I can't promise tonight, but I'll get there. I'll try.
It's one of those things that, like, you're going to go, like, I waited, people were talking about it for maybe a week or a couple days or something, and I was like, what's everybody talking about? And I thought it was, so to preface, I watched this documentary about pinball called Special
I never
Winlet.
watched that, but
Dude, I couldn't finish it. The people in it are so weird and pathetic that it made me uncomfortable. Like with the hoarding, and these people's houses were like filthy, and I'm like, you didn't clean up before the crew came over? Like,
well, why would they? Lemmy didn't.
But I thought it was going to be like that. And I was
Lemmy made them clean his house.
all right, I'll clean it. That's my Lemmy, apparently.
They wanted to see him. They wanted to get footage of him cooking, right? So he made them clean his kitchen. They did a damn good job too.
By the way, I need you to scrub my short shorts. Oh, Lemmy
Good
voice.
luck getting the stains out of these. Anyway.
Lemmy voice tickles my corona.
God damn it.
Anyway, so I thought it was going to be awkward, like cringy people. Don't get me wrong, it is. But it is so much more than that. It's like a fucking onion, dude. Each episode peels off a layer, and it's more magnificent than the rest. Like,
Oh my god.
it's amazing, and I'm just going to leave it right there. When you watch it, you'll go, why did I wait so long to watch this?
Okay.
And then you'll watch it again.
I'll try.
Oh, and
I'll try my best to watch it tonight.
don't look anything up online, Reddit, anything, until you complete the series. It's 7 episodes. Each one's like 45 minutes to an hour long.
Okay.
Because then you need to join the Tiger King subreddit. Because, dude,
All right.
that shit is so quotable. The memes, I was like, I was kind of grumpy this morning, so Sarah and I just took a little break because we're both working from home, and it can be a little stressful. So we just hopped on Reddit and just started looking at Tiger King memes. I'm going to end it with this. That goddamn Carol Baskin, and that is all.
Yeah, that's the lady who fed her husband to a tiger. Right?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh, shit.
Music intermission.
Yeah.
I hit record.
Did you really?
Well, it's funny. You were playing like cool solos, and as soon as I hit record, you were like, bow, bow.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Man, our 100th episode is so high energy.
Yeah, it's weird. I missed you, Lumpy.
Yeah. I miss leaving the house.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Hey, Lumpy.
What?
Put him on the glass.
There's a Tiger King joke I want to make right now, but I won't.
Okay.
But when you get to it, you'll know.
Okay.
I think it's about the 5th episode, somewhere around there.
All right. I'll do my best.
Dude, will you just finish it by like tomorrow night so we can talk about it? It's so hard not to send you the memes.
Yeah.
I was sending you shit. By the way, I was half lit sending you texts, and you're like, dude, I'll get around to it.
I don't remember.
You didn't say exactly that, but I was like, I think I'm talking about it too much. But it's that good.
All right. Yeah. Good God. All right. So what's next?
Well,
We're gonna talk about something to get that fucking song hung out of my head. Like that dude fucking sucks.
it's not him.
It's not him.
Just watch it. Just watch it.
All right. Oh God damn it,
Dude! I told you, it's an onion. It just peels.
He doesn't even live there, does he?
Just watch it.
Wow, did I already pick it apart that easy?
In a simple way, yes.
Okay.
In the roundabout way, dude, the journey is so much better than the destination.
All right.
Like little golden nuggets. He loved them.
All right,
golden
anyway.
nuggets.
All right, I'll get to it.
So speaking of stuff Sean had to get to, Sean just finished a little book by a little python named Eric Idle.
Yes, it did.
What'd you think?
I loved it. Like, it started off pretty dark.
Oh, God.
Like,
Me dad died in the war.
not even in the war. On his way home.
Oh, shit, that's God.
That's pretty fucked up. Like Christmas Eve or something, right?
I mean, they do say comedy comes from, like, darkness.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Shit, look at Robin Williams. Like,
yeah, that part of the book.
yeah, oh,
I didn't see that coming.
Like, when he talked about what actually happened to Robin Williams, how it was basically a misdiagnosis, like,
Yeah.
I remember I was going out for a run. Fuck. I was literally on the road that you turn on to get to my road. Like, that's how much I remember it.
Yeah.
Like, when he talked about how it's completely avoidable if it just would have been diagnosed, I was literally running and went, oh. Like, it's
that's fucking shitty.
heartbreaking.
Or like when he said they were trying to get him to come out instead of Mike Myers, it would have been Robin Williams in the 2014 special.
God.
But I think it was they got off stage that night and found out he did it.
Right. Like,
What the fuck, man?
those guys' lives are filled with so much sadness, and the fact that they can bring that much joy to us is like, it's a gift. It really is.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We're the first part I remember where I actually like laughed so hard it hurt is when that lady wrote them a letter about saying how one of their members was gay and they were talking extremely religious and they should be put to death.
Yeah. How
he said he wrote the letter back and said something like, "We have found him and we've put him to death." Like, fucking brilliant.
I always
like
wondered,
all this shit.
You know how in a couple of their TV episodes they did letters and it would be like writing in? I wonder how many of those started from real letters.
I don't know, but I imagine probably.
Because people are morons, so...
Yeah, good God, man. But, let's see, what else? Oh, I didn't know that Tom Hanks had came out and sang the Lumberjack song with him. That was a moment where I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, everybody loves Python. I had heard tangentially that's the wrong word to use. How did I hear it? I don't know. Sometimes at work, my boss listens to Elvis radio. I think it was on one of those where they were talking about Elvis's love of Monty Python.
Oh yeah.
But just to picture the fucking king, like him and his girlfriend sitting up late at night, and he's like, "Hey man, let's do a Monty Python sketch. I'm gonna do my lady voice." Like,
wait, no, say no more.
right? Say no more, baby. A wink and nudge, like. But for all intent, like. Elvis was, I'm not a massive fan, but he was like king of the world for a while.
Yeah.
And that guy, Monty Python, had him by the balls. Like,
it's insane. Yeah.
It's
just like the rest of us.
Young people don't like it though.
Young people are stupid.
I showed it to Nebby, and she was just like, "When does it get funny?" And I was like, "She's been sleeping out in the shed for a while."
Oh, good place for her. You got her eyes taped open and it playing on a loop.
Well, I made sure to show her like, oh, hey, here's a thing that you think's funny. Like, there's a video she showed me it's a picture of a photoshopped ape, and somebody just goes, "Uh-oh, stinky," or something like that, and like she's laughing her ass off, and I'm like, this isn't funny. How can you not think Monty Python's funny, but you think this is funny?
That makes no sense.
Kids, man. She'll discover it later.
Yeah. How old is she now?
She's almost 14.
Okay, yeah. Give her time; she'll come around.
Oh yeah, that's about the time I discovered it. And because I always saw the name, never knew what it was.
Yeah.
And then I remember Danny brought home some cassettes of the show.
Ooh, cassettes.
Right? And he had
vintage.
And now for something completely different, which I didn't know at the time. I thought that was just the show. I didn't know that they were reshooting episodes or like reshooting sketches. I had no idea. Anyway, but yeah, then I fell in love. Then I saw, King Arthur or Holy Grail, and that was it.
Oh yeah,
and man, Life of Brian's still hands down like one of my favorite movies.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely my favorite Monty Python movie.
Oh, for sure.
Fucking ridiculous. But next,
oh, sorry. Boy, we got off quite a tangent there.
He was talking about how they did like a 3-sided album. Like, do you remember hearing about that?
Vaguely.
Like, one side was normal, but the other side had like 2 grooves.
Oh, so that when you put it on, you'd get confused, and because it was like they ran together.
See, I heard that, like, because he said you could never find the bit you wanted to hear. And I hear that, and I'm like, that's exactly what I want to do with shit. Like, I was so blown away, like,
just fucking with people.
Exactly. I never thought that me and a genius would be on the same page. You know what I mean? Like, yes,
dude. That's goddamn quotable.
Yes. Well, I do from time to time.
You should get that tattooed on you.
But you go ahead.
Oh, I'm just riffing off you.
Oh, shit.
It's more fresh in your head, and you liked it so much you're on your second time around. So
yeah,
second time around, step by
I was
step.
driving, so I was trying to write quick notes as I was listening to it, but
because that's safe.
Yeah, exactly. While I'm moving.
Caroline, hold my pen, hold my beer. I got to write something down.
But no, like, how he said something about Michael Palin, and then, like, they had the phone ring. It was Michael Palin.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. That was where he was, you could pick up my book, and then all these, like, crash effects started happening.
Yeah.
Genius.
I did,
fucking genius.
I think Hoopla, or either Hoopla or Libby has John Cleese's book.
Oh, really?
Which he's funny in a different way.
Yeah, because he's so fucking deadpan.
Ultimate straight man. Like, so I know I'll enjoy his book, but I was like, I need some time between.
Yeah. So, yeah, Eric Idle's more silly.
Yeah. I've been reading a lot of spooky books lately, so.
Oh, spooky, huh?
Yep, so I'm in the middle of a Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill. It's spooky.
Oh, never heard of it.
It's Stephen King's son.
Oh.
Yep, funny enough.
Maybe you told me about it. Yeah, that's right. You told me about it because I said Stephen King's son writes horror. I'm shocked or something like that.
The funny thing is, I didn't know it was him. I had to Google it. And that's that Lock and Key comic book I've been reading. Sorry, go ahead.
From now on, every time Stephen King comes up, the picture where Stephen King's dead.
What?
I know I've said it to you. They took hits and they put it to you. Stephen King's tit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, people, our 3 listeners, fucking Google it. It's one of the best things I've ever seen.
I'm laughing and I don't remember. We should have live streamed this.
Yeah. I'll send it to you. Oh shit! Hell, could we have live streamed it though with all our technical difficulties?
I'd have fixed it with testicle difficulties.
Anyway, what the hell are we talking about? Lock and key?
He just loves rubbing his balls on things. Yeah, Lock and Key. Oh no, I saw that book and it just came up in a recommendation, and Sarah's like,
books all man.
well, she's like, oh, that's a show on Amazon or some shit, and I was like, have you watched it? She's like, yeah, it's pretty good. And I was like, I didn't know it was a comic book, so I started reading it. I was like, oh, and then lo and behold, Stephen King's son wrote it. It's pretty solid. Like, it's more mystery than scary, but it's pretty good.
That's good.
Very mature. Good.
So it's 60 plus, huh?
You got it.
Nice.
And this is gonna sound, I might regret saying this. You know how sometimes an artist draws someone and you're like, that's a sexy drawing.
Yes.
Yeah. The mom in Lock and Key, that's a sexy drawing.
I'll look her up.
Yeah. I'm going to go sleep with my anime pillow later.
Oh, anime. Weird shit.
I named her Natsuko. We got married. Internet marriage, of course.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Natsuko. I like it. But that's, yeah. That's all I had on that book.
For any Monty Python fan, Eric Idle, Always Look on the Bright Side of Life, the book. God damn, it's so good. So many, like... God, if you're a fan of music, there's little stories about, like, the Beatles and Yoko and...
Oh, yeah, shit. Forgot about that.
Just talking about how, like, Yoko was a really good sport. He's like... And I made her the Hitler's daughter. Like,
yeah. Like the Ruddles. You've seen that movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucking brilliant. The part where he was talking about where they were recreating, was it Abbey Road?
I don't remember.
Is that the Beatles album where they're walking across the street?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Where they're recreating that, and like American tourists run up to, oh my god, are you the Beatles? And George Harrison, Harrison is standing right beside them. They don't even notice him. Oh, fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what were you saying?
Oh, that was it. Just it's like, if you're a fan of like movie stories, there's movie stories. If you're a fan of fucking war, there's war stories. Well, starts with war stories.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of your friends dying, there's a whole lot of that. Like, it fucking tugs at your heartstrings at times where you're just like, man, like, there's some times where, like, I had to take a deep breath and kind of fight it a little bit, because it was like...
That was Graham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's when they just talk about, like, John Cleese, who's, you know, you think of him as, like, the tough, stern one, and talking about...
Yeah, the asshole.
Yeah, like, you just picture him, like, just completely beside himself, like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if anyone can handle it, Google Graham Chapman's funeral.
Oh man. That was fucking brilliant.
Mm-hmm. And fuck, the fact that Eric Idle got up there and sang "Always Look on the Bright Side of Life" at his funeral.
Yeah.
No way, dude. Like,
you wouldn't sing it at mine?
No, I'm talking just like, what am I going to sing at yours? The ballad? Like,
what the fuck is he doing? Get him out of here!
You know what's funny? Do you remember that story your dad said?
Because it was like more specific.
Okay, so didn't we write that song like nobody showed up for band practice, so we just walked down? There was like a bike trail, and we walked to the covered bridge. It was a nice day just to smoke cigarettes and write songs.
Yeah.
And like that's the song we came up with. And then somehow your dad found out about that, and he goes, it was something along the lines of like, so you're telling me you two went by yourselves on a romantic walk, you know, fresh air on the sunny day and the covered bridge, and wrote that song together?
Yeah, I remember now. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
I'll just change it up a little bit at your funeral, like, I'm gonna bury you. I know.
With your ass up.
Wait. So I said, can I put you in the mud? He said, well, I'm dead. I guess I can't stop. Like, how?
He said nothing because he's fucking dead. That was funnier in my head. I apologize.
I like it. That was a Cleese joke. And he said nothing because he's dead. That's it?
Well, it all depends. I'm not sure if I want to be buried or cremated. So if I'm going to get buried, I have to be a marionette.
Oh, can I?
Like Weekend at Bernie's.
Can I? For like a week or two, right? Before somebody chucks you into the alley. I'm bored of this. Like, you know, somebody's got a dream. Yeah. I'm going to be a marionette artist. Then they're like, oh, it's too hard. So they just don't play with you anymore, and you get just rot in the closet.
Just like Toy Story 4.
Right. And then you almost die.
Yeah.
Nice. Hello, Dustin.
Hello, Dustin. Did that pick up?
It did. Quite well.
Good. This little, I'm in like a workshop kind of thing in my basement. It's got a good reverb in here.
Yeah, you got a nice echo going on.
Yeah.
Can't wait to visit once I'm off of the plague.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Guitars sound really good down here.
Ooh, recording studio?
I'm hoping, but I got to get some way to soundproof it. Because I guess it's louder than fuck upstairs. Yeah.
Shit, I was going to say.
What are you going to do?
Well, I had a thought in there, but it fucked off real quick.
It's all good.
Oh, hang on, we're talking about Monty Python being... Oh! Can I sell you on something for your afterlife?
Mm-hmm.
So, I read about a thing where they basically melt you into a goo. Damn, dude!
Hi, Dustin.
And they kind of use you as fertilizer, and they put you into like a plant, and then you can be planted, and your body goo acts as fertilizer for a seedling, and then that tree is you. That's what I want.
Fucking haunted?
Yeah.
It just grows in the shape of like a bunch of dicks.
They got to make sure not to bury us together if we do that. They'll be like intertwined dicks, like a medical symbol, like the snakes. And your like 120-year-old father's going to drive by and be like, "God damn it, I knew it."
Fucking knew it.
But you know what? He's going to go, well, at least they finally admitted it to themselves.
Oh, good God. Yeah. I hope we're buried together. I mean, not in the same coffin.
Same coffin? Like, front to front or back to back, back to front?
Butt to butt.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's only fitting. But, I don't know, there's something stupid on, like...
Yeah, hey, can I stop you real quick?
Like, this guy's fucking dead with an arrow pointing at your grave. So is he pointing at something dumb like that.
I'm buried with stupid.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the trouble is convincing our wives, but
Yeah.
Well, basically to plant our goo trees together. No, interesting thing you just said is you said you wanted to be buried butt to butt with me.
Yeah.
This,
Like episode,
our 100th episode, our first episode was called Butt to Butt.
oh shit! It was the first episode. That's right. Yeah.
How about that?
Wow. It came full circle.
It sure
Son
came.
of a bitch. Oh, good God.
And speaking of which, you want to get to our top 5?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
All right, we're going to do our top 5 to things to do while under quarantine. And I'm going to put in the theme song right here about sometime. Or do you want to do it a cappella? A boot doo 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 top 5. Top 5. Bullshit. There's a delay, so we're way off.
Fuck it. We'll fix it in post.
No, we won't.
No.
And we're back.
Nice.
Okay, we're going to do our top 5 things to do while under quarantine, and I speak from experience because I am currently in quarantine. So I'm actually going to do 6 because I just thought of one.
That's cool.
So my
You do what
first
you
one
gotta do.
is number 6. Infect the elderly.
You just walk up and just lick their cheek.
Ew. I don't know what's grosser.
Oh, that's hot. That's good. I like it.
Why is your skin so dry? I was picturing. Have you seen Not Another Teen Movie?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The old lady who's the Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
The scene with the saliva.
It's so fucking gross. I love that movie.
God damn,
You know
that
what's
was
funny?
real. Chris Evans, man.
That man became Captain America.
Didn't he have a banana in his ass?
Yeah.
Hey, that was a banana in America's ass.
That's right. Somebody made it was Deadpool painting a portrait of Captain America. He's posing with his shield, but the picture is from Not Another Teen Movie, where he's got the whipped cream on his tits. Oh, sorry, pecs. The pecs.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
But yeah.
All right, what's your first
All
one?
right. My first one is
Should have wrote your list.
working on all my instruments. This is one I'm working on right now.
Tell me about it.
I'm not going to keep this paint job. It's my old Warlock. The body went to shit on it, so I ordered a new one off eBay.
By the way, for those of you who can't see, it's not a guitar; it's a little elderly magician.
Yeah.
Sean tickles his balls and he plays music.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't think it was going to land at first, but I went the distance.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I've been, moving.
Tickle thine taint.
Yes, sir, Mr. Warlock, sir.
Sorry, go on.
But no, when I actually get done, because I'm also moving at this point, which that's a good reason to have 2 weeks off.
Oh, man. That timed out okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so what little time I do have, I work on that, trying to get bass tuners, the tuning peg on it.
Yeah.
How it's like cut, and you put it down the hole and bend it. Yeah.
Is that how you peg?
That's right.
Sorry, go on.
You spread it apart and put it in the hole. Anyway.
And then you sneak away.
That's right. Good God. Anyway,
Go on.
so my 5-string SG bass, I was
Love that bass, by the way.
changing the strings on it. Oh yeah. I was changing the strings and I wanted to change the G string. Where are you going? You're going.
I got a tissue because you were talking
Get
about
back.
G-strings.
Well, somehow, I don't know if it had to have got hit really hard or something.
Yeah.
It like clamped.
Yeah.
So I had to take a screwdriver
Ooh,
in there
yeah.
and try to pry it apart.
Yeah.
I wish everyone could see what I'm seeing right now. Good fucking God.
So I grabbed a tissue to blow my nose, but I mimicked like I was using the tissue to do something
Yeah,
else.
mimicked.
I have jeans on. That's too much work.
Well, anyway, so I tried to pry it apart and it snapped off, so that was fun. I didn't know they could do that.
Are we still talking about the bass?
No, my penis.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. I took some hot glue and it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hot glue.
you're up.
So speaking
Yeah. So
of which,
work on instruments.
that's a similar home projects
Ooh.
because we are all elderly, as I like to call it, the COVID susceptible. Yeah, I've put in an attic door. I've done the molding on it. Done a little paint touch up. Organized my garage like twice.
Twice.
Yep, I moved some stuff and then moved it again because I didn't like it where it was. And I decided future projects. I hit my head on the shed door twice. So next project is put some padding on that motherfucker.
Or buy a helmet.
Oh, there's the neighbor with the helmet. Hello! Don't come near me! I'll give you
It will
corona.
affect you.
Infect me with what? Stupid?
Oh, good God, it's him again.
Just a, hey, buddy.
Is that you got new stickers on the helmet today?
You know, it's fucked up. I have stickers on all my helmets.
Oh shit!
Also, have a plumbing problem to fix, so got to figure that one out.
Oh,
Yep.
that's you're talking about your sink.
Yep. I think my main drain
boy.
is clogged, so. Yep.
The main drain.
We'll get to that in number one.
All right.
Yeah. What else? I don't know. I've done a lot of shit. Hung up some pictures. Yep.
That's cool.
I've only got to fly my drone once. Fucking weather.
Oh,
Yeah.
how are you supposed to peek on the elderly?
I know.
Looking for some flappers.
Well, what's nice is they go to bed early, so it's still light out. Nice.
You're the only one awake. The rest of the town, the rest of your street is like dark.
Oh, yeah.
Damn Holtzberry keeps fucking lights on all night.
Blinded me. All right, what's yours?
My next one is,
What's your next one you're going to make up right here on the spot?
Making up a top 5 list. I think it's a good one, right?
Sure.
That was dumb.
Yeah, but the funny thing is you didn't do it.
No, I didn't. Watching Futurama
Hey, there you go.
and The Simpsons.
Damn, I didn't put cartoons on mine. I should have. That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm just happy that we have Wi-Fi now. So I've been having to use my phone, like the hotspots and shit.
Yeah,
Where, and it's just a pain in the ass.
it is. Where's down your signal?
Yeah.
Or signal, not your
Fuckers.
signal.
Anyway.
Your bill.
But
so-
watching,
Something funny happened. It's funny you mentioned that. Was Futurama. Those of you who have not heard it, go to our YouTube channel and look up Bring Back Futurama. That was Sean's parody of Walking on Sunshine.
Walking on Sunshine, yeah.
So I was listening, like I said, you and I were texting. I was listening to I listened to our own songs. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Oh yeah,
I had me and Sean's.
Me too.
I had I have all our parodies on my phone, and I had them on shuffle. And that one came up, and Sydney's like, she starts singing "Walking on Sunshine," and I was like, "Well, honey," I was like, "Sean made a funny song." Now the funny thing is, she thought the whoa whoa, she thought that was you. Like,
Oh, that shit.
yeah, it was adorable. And then that's when I
great.
text. She goes, "Caroline's Sean is funny."
I love that, man. That's fucking awesome.
Dude, I do like it. Marlena's just the mom, but you're Caroline's Sean.
Yeah, that's adorable. Caroline Sean. Fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
Fuck. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I think, the other, I think the 28th was like the 21st anniversary of the first episode airing. Something like that.
Futurama?
Yeah.
Huh. I must have been really sad that day because that's when I was supposed to see Letterkenny live.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm doing okay.
Are they rescheduling?
Yes. But,
Or what, July?
nobody knows. Nobody knows.
That sucks. Nobody knows. Triple MC.
Wants to take it back to about 9 or 10 there. Squirrely Sean. Good stuff.
Okay, you're up.
Comic books.
Oh,
I've
been doing
read
that
a
too.
butt ton of comic books. Just every day before I go to bed, read some comic books. I finished up Preacher. Read a few volumes of Sandman, which I didn't think I'd like it that much. Really like it. It's kind of out there. But Preacher, I had a buddy recommend it. He's like, man, trust me, it's so good. And like the first volume was really good, but the second one I had to really power through. I was like, man, really? But like it fucking picks up, and by the time it ended about as perfect as a comic book can end. Big fan. I'd highly recommend it. Like it's got that like it's hard to explain. It's got like the goofiness, not like comedy, but just kind of out there of like Deadpool. But but it's the world feels a lot like Walking Dead, where it's just violent, and the style is very 90s, but like 90s gritty comics. It's just good. Like once you power through that second volume, like it's just good. God, it's so fucking good. The fucking if anybody ever gets to it, the Saint of Killers storyline is fucking great. The Arseface storyline is amazing. It's just Arseface.
Like a bum.
Yep. It's and I'm almost done with season 1 of the show. Pretty good so far. So like it doesn't follow
I
the
think
comic
I watched
exactly.
like the first couple episodes.
Dude's pretty solid. It doesn't follow the book real close, but like I think it captures the spirit, and I think that's what counts. So anyway, reading
That's
comic
good.
books.
I'll chime in with that one. I think I posted on Instagram a while ago of the Transformers Ghostbusters crossover.
Ooh.
It was actually really good.
We never talked about this, did we?
I don't think so. I know. I think I just posted something on Instagram about it, like, can't wait to start this, and that was fucking months ago, and I finally got through it all.
There was there's probably some stranger on there, some comment that's like, awesome, tell us how it is. And like they're sitting by their Instagram just waiting. Refresh.
Is he ever going to tell me?
They killed themselves, Sean.
Yeah. Well,
Your review of Transformers meets Ghostbusters was all they were living for.
there my stand. Damn, it was you. Damn.
Dear Sean.
Holy shit. Okay, I have 36% battery left. Just letting you know.
All right. I have 3 things left on my list. Just letting you know.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I think the next thing I'm going to do is rewatch Tiger King.
Good God.
Because it's that fucking good.
All right. All right, I'll get on it. Okay, my next one, I'm going to watch Tiger King.
Nice. Dude, you won't be sorry.
Keep it down up there.
You're going to be so goddamn happy.
I hope so.
It's
like, I can hear every little thing they do up there. So I really got to soundproof this shit.
that means they can hear you.
I know.
They can hear you. In your
I haven't
basement.
done it in the new house yet.
Oh, you got a christen.
I know, but everyone's always here.
Would it be funny if your wife walked behind you and went, I have.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Would you be a little pissed off though? Like, oh,
Like, the fuck, really?
that's my thing.
Did say goodbye to the old house proper, though.
All over the walls.
I mean, I wasn't alone.
Did you like smear shit in your name and like on the wall?
Well, yeah, I mean, or however you do it.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Next on my list is it's real easy. Number 2, video games.
Oh, video games.
Yep. I've actually played some good ones lately. Nevi found these couple of games online that I was like, okay. One is a goat simulator.
I think I remember that.
You're a goat, and you wreak havoc on the town. That's it.
Yeah, I think I played that before.
It's pretty ridiculous. There's another one we got called.
Didn't the kid show us that back in the day?
Oh shit, I don't know.
Oh wow!
Or did he show us his
That's
goat?
a little fella. Yeah, well.
I don't think we ever saw his dick.
No. I remember the time he jumped into a wall.
Yeah. We should let everybody know that even though we call him the kid, he was of age. Like that was just his nickname.
Yeah, he was like 19, I think.
Yeah, that's our story. We're sticking to it.
Yeah.
Oh, we never saw that kid's dick. God, we're morons.
Yeah.
We found
just to clarify, what he did was we were staying at a hotel just to make it sound crazier. We were supposed to play shows, so we went for 2 days.
And then we fed him some Jesus juice.
Oh yeah, but he jumped. There was 2 beds, which I think didn't he sleep on the floor or something?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, he jumped on one bed, jumped to the next, and I don't know if he planned it or not, but he went boom right into the fucking wall.
It was amazing.
Looked like a cartoon bird. He was just
didn't he like do a flip, but he couldn't stop himself or something?
Something like that.
Okay.
I really don't think he meant to.
We should have him on sometime.
Yeah. If he's quarantined too.
Yep.
Quarantine.
Justin, kid, if you're with us, let us know how you're doing. Let us know if you want to. Once this Democrat hoax passes by, we'll have you on.
It's fine. Go outside.
Go on, go lick the toilets. They're the best toilets. People say they're the best toilets they've ever pooped on. I don't poop.
Boy. No, it just kind of secretes out of them.
I have a guy for that.
Orange.
Only the best poop. He poops into my butt, then I poop it out. Only the best.
Jesus Christ.
I poop right into Mitch McConnell's mouth. He loves it. Enough politics. Anyway, there's another game we got called Untitled Goose Game. So it's similar to Goat Simulator, but you're a goose. And you have little people are trying to shoo you away, and you have these little tasks to complete. So sounds dumb. It's pretty fucking great.
Really?
I mean, you can play the whole game in about 3 or 4 hours, but full of replayability.
Is that on the PlayStation or is it an app game?
PS4.
Oh.
Although I would not be shocked if it's.
Hi, Dustin.
Ew.
What?
That just sounded weird. It might be an app game. Just Google it. And her and I.
Untitled Goose.
Untitled Goose Game.
All right, go on.
And we've been playing it. We downloaded Mortal Kombat XL because it was on sale, and been playing that with my daughter. So it's been a nice bonding experience.
Yeah. Bloody carnage to bond with your kids.
Good family fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me wish I would have... oh, look. Here it is on the App Store. Is it Japanese?
I don't know.
Is that it?
No.
Oh. It looks like shit anyway.
Yeah, that's not it.
I might get it anyway. Anyway, go on.
Okay. Okay, we're going to do our number one on the count of 3. Ready?
If the delay will let us.
I got this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Jerking off.
Yeah. I mean, what else are you going to do in the apocalypse?
Well, let me tell you the strange part about that question is nobody tells you during the apocalypse you're going to be at home with your family. So you got to get real creative and you got to take advantage of your opportunities. And sometimes you got to just be like, oh, this is happening. I'm going for it.
I'll be in the shed.
Door won't open. Door's a little squeaky. I'm going to go fix that. Man-made goo.
Thought you said you were going to fix this door. I keep trying.
Oh, I fixed it real good.
Go on back in the house. I'll get this done.
By the way, our hospital shut down for tetanus shots. Did you fuck that hinge? I fucked that hinge.
You feel a bit of lockjaw coming on. Good God. Anyway.
You know, as far as 100th episode specials go, I'd say ours was downright okay.
Yeah. Wow. 100 episodes. What the fuck?
We should do something funny. We'll do like a 107th episode extravaganza and do everything we planned for the 100th.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That just sucks.
What is some of you... We're sitting around an hour, 8 minutes, so we'll wrap up soon. What's some of your fond memories of doing the pod?
Really, like, when it comes to this, my goal is, if I can get you to laugh uncontrollably, then I know I've done my job.
That's fucking adorable.
Like the last episode 99, I think it was entitled David Lee Roth, if I'm not mistaken. The Cerberus joke.
The what joke?
The Cerberus joke. Where we're talking about the Whisper song.
We tell so many jokes, I don't remember.
Because it started off like, it was like, just wait here. Oh my God! And you went, there it is. I said, it's got 2 heads. And he said something like, it's not wasn't bigger. I think it's just weird looking. And I jumped back in and said, it had 3 like fucking Cerberus. when I get you to laugh like that, then I know I've done my job.
Nice. I do cherish those moments.
Yeah.
I'm just in it for the women.
Laughter. Oh, yeah, the money and chicks.
Oh, yeah. Money and chicks, man. I mean, I know someday a producer's going to ask me to, he's going to be like, hey, man, your podcast is great, but that's Sean. He doesn't fart enough.
We got this guy over here who can fart on command.
He's a fart ringer. He's a real pro. And, like, I'll be all going for it and stuff, but then I'm going to find out that guy's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, it's basically the story of Wayne's World, but...
Yeah, and that South Park with the Guitar Hero.
Oh, jeez. Guitar Queero.
You are.
Do you know what's funny? That's one of the first episodes where, like, you know that thing we've talked about it all the time, where as you get older, you relate to different characters.
Oh yeah, yep. Randy.
I don't know why it popped up. I have a reminder that just popped up on my phone that says reminder. Do farts.
What the fuck?
What the fuck does that mean?
We're
I'm not kidding at all. It just popped up there.
do farts.
Huh. You know, let that be a message to everyone else. You do farts.
No, you do farts.
It must be one of those things where you tell Siri something and she doesn't listen right, and I probably meant to delete it. I have no fucking clue what that meant.
I think there was one of the last two episodes maybe it was the last three, where you were going to go in and boost a fart.
Oh, I did.
Maybe that's it. Oh, do farts. Say no to drugs, kids. Oh.
Can I tell you? Can I end this with a really funny story? It's a fatherhood story.
Okay.
So,
just like
Sarah, we're on court. She's gonna love if this will be the test to see if she actually listens. So she
can you
does.
scoot over a little bit? I see half your face that's fucking with me.
So
Go on.
here we go. So she does yoga a couple times a week, but with everybody on lockdown, she hasn't been able to. But her yoga studio posted videos that you can, instead of paying to take their class, it's like $3 or something to download the video. So she was in the front room doing the video, and it's like the Shavasana or whatever, where you're kind of chilling out at the end. And she was oming.
Oh my god!
And it was so funny. Like I had just put Sydney to bed. And Nevi comes up to me and she's looking at me like, do you hear those noises Sarah's making? And Nevi goes, you know, if you listen just right, it kind of sounds like a fart. And so I mimicked, like, the next time Sarah went, I just mimicked like the, and just, just made my kid crack up laughing.
Oh, good.
And like she does this thing where, you know, she thinks she's this mature teenager now, but every now and then she still laughs like a little kid, and like I got her to do that little kid laugh, and it warmed my dark soul.
That's good. That's good.
And then, also side note, Sarah also told me a story that one time she was the person that farted in yoga class. Like, I guess it happens, and you just move on. Like, oh, that's the best.
Holy shit!
I hope she listens.
Oh man,
You son of a bitch! I listened. It's your 100th episode, stupid special.
But- oh man, I got nothing. That's brilliant.
I wonder what a yoga fart would sound like.
So that's a good question. Would it be all high pitched because you're like, moving, or would it be relaxed?
I think it depends on the pose.
Would it be or would it be
I think if you're downward dog, it's going to be like a. But if you're like warrior, it's going to be like. I don't know the other ones.
Yeah, I don't know what warrior is.
If it's child's pose, it's going to be like. Because it's a little kid. Yeah.
Yeah. That was wonderful.
Nice. Well, I think that's a good note to end on. Were you about to say that too?
Yep.
Because your phone's probably about to die.
Yeah, it's I got 27%.
Oh, not bad. You were like 35.
Yeah,
Wow.
surprising.
Not bad. I might try to sneak in an episode of Preacher before I go to bed.
You should.
Yep.
You've earned it. Oh, I know.
Anyway,
Well, yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what I
I think
call
it's
it,
good.
the Preacher. Well, for those of you who've been tuning in for 100 episodes, we're sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry. We thought it'd be better.
We'll be so much better.
Yeah. In about 3 months when this is all blown over.
We'll put better stickers on our helmets.
or if he mutated into something else. Cronenberg Luke.
But we'll be funny, so we deal with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right. Well, anyway, thanks for 100 episodes. We'll do a proper special once this whole plague blows over.
Yeah, someday.
Sean, you want to play us out?
Nope.
Okay. You picked up a guitar. I'm like, just gonna hold it?
No, I was looking at something else.
He was looking at porn.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, for Two Dudes Drinking, I'm Luke.
I'm Sean.
And I hope you all have...
Penis be... Oh.
You just oped a penis.
Yep, I did.
That is like a real penis be. Oh.
It's like the noise you make when you just walk around and bumps you with the cheek.
Oh, it's rare that you just...
Sorry, I didn't see that.
It's rare that you just bump into a penis. By the way, watch Tiger King.
All right.
There's no dicks in it.
Aw.
I talk about him a lot.
Tiger saw my dick.
And a dick saw a tiger. Wait. We really should cover that song, though.
All right.
Anyway, okay.
I'll get on it,
For
damn
Two
it.
Dudes Drinking, I'm Luke.
I'm Sean.
May your penis throb. Always.
Yes. Eternally in quarantine.
Aw.
No. All right.
What-
Peace out.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.